Welcome back, citizens of Rosewood. So, in my path of re-uploading all of my old videos that I ended up putting on private because YouTube changes, part of that was my series where we played the 1980s mode and tried to get the true ending, or the canon ending, however you want to refer to, where we basically get rid of all of the rivals in the way that the story tells you to do so, and of course we have to do so while making the most friends, having a high reputation, being a part of clubs, not ever being seen doing things we shouldn't. So of course part of this is going to be my perfect run. I'm going to get rid of everybody the way that it canonly says we need to get rid of them, and on top of it I'm going to have a perfect reputation, everyone befriended, including the rivals, and I am going to try not getting caught doing things that are suspicious at all, from carrying weapons to giggling to behaving strangely, anything like that. It's something I've done once before. I'm sure I can do it again, and I'm happy to get to do it for you guys. But let's go ahead and jump into that first intro cutscene.
Every night, for as long as I can remember, I've been having the same dream. In this dream, I meet a boy, fall in love with him, start a family, and live happily ever after. I've always believed that this dream was showing me my future, showing me the person I'll be with for the rest of my life. I spent years fantasizing about what it would be like to finally meet him. And then, 1 year ago, I found him. The boy from my dreams is in the same school as me. But I'm too afraid to speak to him, because I'm worried that I'll ruin everything and make him hate me. So, for the past year, I've been admiring him from afar, while I built up enough courage to speak to him. He's my soulmate, my destiny. But, while we're at school, he's just my senpai. I was having so much fun watching him, learning everything about him, and planning our life together. But then, someone had to come and ruin everything. She's trying to take him from me, and I won't let her get away with it.
So now we are officially in the tutorial where it's going to tell us how to do things. I do have to follow its direction almost as close as possible because it will not let me skip some directions, otherwise it kind of looks a little dumb. But WSD keys to move, and the mouse to rotate the camera, hold left shift run, press T to spawn a trail leading to your next destination. Press E to open the door, and press T to spawn a new trail. Hi, Uwe. How you doing? Hold down R key to Hold down the R key to pick up the knife. Press the 1 key to hide it. Press T to spawn a new trail and follow it. Hold down the E key to pick up the roll of masking tape. Hold down the R key to pick up the box of garbage bags. Press T to spawn a new trail and follow it. Hold down the Q button to make the body bags and press R to pick them up. Press T. Which is going to take us up to the bathroom on the 3rd floor. Press the 1 key to drop the makeshift body bag. Enter the bathroom stall. Close the bathroom stall door.
you'd want to talk with me in a place like this? Oh! Ryoba-chan. Are you the person who left that note in my locker? What did you want to talk to me about?
I need to tell you something about the boy you have feelings for.
You know who I have a crush on? Oh, it's so embarrassing. Well, what is it? What did you want to tell me?
You can't have him. He belongs to me.
Return to the makeshift body bag you dropped and pick it up by holding down the R key. Press E to conceal the body. Locate the bucket in the bathroom and pick it up by holding down the R key. Bring the bucket to the large sink and hold down the E key to fill it with water. Press 1 to draw out the bucket. Locate the bleach in the bathroom. Pick it up by holding down the R key. Bring the bleach to the bucket and pour it in by holding down the E key. Press the 1 key to drop the bleach. Locate the mop. Pick it up using the R key. Dip it into the bucket using E. Hold down the left control key to activate Yandere Vision. An orange square will appear around any blood that is present nearby. Hold down the E key to sweep up any blood that is present in the room. I would like to state that when the blood is censored, it's not in the shape of a square, it's in the shape of the petals, which I kind of like though, honestly. I don't want that to change. Press the 1 key to drop the mop. Approach the corpse and hold down the R key to pick it up. Press T to spawn a new trail and follow it. It wants us to go down to the incinerator, so I'm just going to follow the path I normally like to take from this area. You don't actually have to follow the trail every single time, but you do have to press the letter T, otherwise it might be like, hey, you didn't do that step, so I'm not telling you the next one. Hold down the R key to dump the corpse into the incinerator. Press the 2 key to take out your knife. Press the R key again to put it into the incinerator, and then press T to follow a new trail. It's going to take us to the ladies' locker room. Hold down the Q to remove your clothes and put on the towel. And then it's going to take us over to the shower here to bathe. The petals in her hair look rather silly. Alright, it's going to have us follow the trail back over to the locker, where it's going to have us put on a new outfit. We're going to change into the gym uniform. And then it's going to have us pick up the dirty clothes. And go back to the incinerator. It'll have us hold down the R key to put the clothing in there. And then E to incinerate. At the bottom right corner of the screen, you can see your current sanity. Press the E key to continue. Your sanity is low. Rapidly press the left control key to laugh until your sanity returns to 100%. And then she'll spawn in back there, just ooey, just spawning in, which is great. We're just sitting here laughing maniacally.
Hey, Ryoba-chan? I saw you take a knife out of the cooking club. Why did you do that?
At the bottom left corner of the screen, you can see your current reputation. Press the E key to continue. Approach the student who witnessed your suspicious behavior. Hi, Ui. We're going to talk to them, and then we're going to apologize.
Oh, that knife actually belonged in the home ec room. I was just putting it back where it belonged.
Oh, that makes perfect sense, I guess. At the top right corner of the screen, you can see the current time of day. It's almost time to go home. You can explore the school or press T to spawn a trail and follow it to the school exit. So, because I've obviously played this game quite a bit, I don't really need to explore the school, but this is definitely the most ideal time if you've not played before to kind of run around, get an idea of where everything is. It can make things a lot easier, especially if you are not following a specific route with how you're getting rid of all the rivals, and you're actually trying to kind of just freestyle it, do whatever feels right. It makes it a lot easier to know where things are, where certain weapons are, ideal ways to get, rid of the bodies, lets you know where, like, some events will happen, so that way you could try to, like, sabotage their events, or do things like befriend them.
After I disposed of the girl who was trying to steal my senpai, I cleaned up all the evidence. I left no trace of what I had done, or so I thought. When the police investigated the girl's disappearance, they found a single bloodstain that I failed to clean up. This was enough to make the police begin investigating the girl's disappearance as a possible murder case. A potential murder at an elite school was big news. It was a stain on the school's prestigious reputation. The headmaster didn't take it very well. I heard that he struck a deal with the police to keep any future investigations as discreet as possible. The faculty and the student council will be on high alert from now on. I'll need to be more careful in the future. But I can't rest yet. Another threat has appeared. She plans to confess her feelings to my senpai at 6 p.m. on Friday. I need to stop her before then. If I kill every girl who shows an interest in my senpai, I might attract more police attention to the school. So, even though I'm tempted to plunge a knife into her heart, perhaps I should consider avoiding bloodshed. I should eavesdrop on their conversations. I might be able to learn some valuable information. In fact, with a little bit of sabotage, I might be able to ruin their budding relationship and make my senpai lose all interest in her.
Hey, senpai. Got a second? Yeah, what's up? I made a bento for my sister this morning, but she left the house without it. I don't want it to go to waste. Would you like to have it? Oh, sure. I'd be happy to. Great, here it is. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks, I'll keep it on my desk for now and eat it at lunchtime. Okay, at 5:15, let's meet up back here so you can tell me how it tasted. Alright, sounds like a plan. Yay, I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so as you can guess, we are going to sabotage Senpai's lunch, and the way we're going to actually have to do that is we're going to have to pickpocket him. He is the garden club leader here in the 1980s mode. So we're going to wait till he goes to the garden. And then we're going to pickpocket him, which we do have to be careful because if we get caught, it can obviously trigger him. We'll get a little issue with our reputation. And then we also can't allow him to see us do anything else that's crazy while we're there, like if we end up having to crouch for some reason. So another thing we can do is we can actually go up to the 3rd floor where Senpai's classroom is. And just like in the normal game mode, we can actually leave a romantic note for him, which he will find. And it'll actually affect a little meter, which will pop up at some point when he finally gets up there. So don't be surprised if it interrupts things while we're pickpocketing or something. Okay, so pickpocketing him is a bit of a quick time sort of a game, so we have to press the right buttons in sequence, and we cannot mess up or we will get caught. Which we were successful, so now we can just run over and grab the... Oop. Senpai finds a romantic note on his desk. Right now he's apathetic, but we can make him obsessed. He is mildly curious about the identity of his secret admirer. And that bar will fill, and like what it says at the bottom here will change as that number goes up. But now we can go in the shed, and we're going to grab the rat poison. And now that he's read the note, that means he's already been in his classroom, so we can actually safely go up there now, because we are unfortunately going to be putting this into his food. Because as much as we love him, we need him to not like the other girl. So one of the things we're going to do is by sabotaging the food she gave him, so he doesn't like her cooking. So let's go do that. So with it being the first week, there's nobody up here. There's nobody that's like watching the stuff, so we can literally just come right up here and add the poison. Which, there's no animation for it, but it's done. We don't have the poison anymore. If you want, you can even check your inventory by going, where's my button? Down here. And this is where you can see things like task items, elimination items, crafting items, and then the other stuff. This would be underneath the other stuff, underneath the emetic poison, and as you can see, we have 0. Okay, so now until we go to lunchtime where I will show you him reacting to the bad food, the only thing we can do is kind of join clubs. We could go to class and just kind of get our points, which I do have the low leg underwear on. That way we have more bonus points. Or we can go and talk to students, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to befriend people as the weeks go on. So for this first week, I'm going to friend all the rainbow people, and because the suitor is the cooking club boy, all of the cooking club students when I am able to. There's only a small amount of tasks. A lot of people have the same task, so I'm only going to show you one for every single one of them, along with how to complete that task, starting, of course, with our rival. There are some girls who I really want to be friends with, but they're a very tight-knit group, and they're kind of picky about who's allowed to join their friend circle. I noticed that they all wear socks that match their hair color. It's so cute. I've been thinking, maybe if I also wear socks that match my hair, they'll start to see me as part of their group. I know. I probably sound silly right now. I know that socks don't magically turn people into your friends, but with these girls, I think it would actually make a difference. I am going to butcher this. I am so sorry. Kaguya Wakaizumi wants a pair of pink socks so she can fit in with the girls that she wants to be friends with. Go to the sewing room, grab some cloth, and use a sewing machine to make a pair of pink socks for her. Really? You'll sew me a pair of pink socks? I would absolutely love that. So, as it said, we'll go to the sewing room, or we're going to go over to the fabric rack over here, and there'll be a button for obtaining cloth or obtaining pink cloth. Make sure you use Q to get the pink cloth. And then you'll be able to go to, I think it's this one right here. Yeah, and sew the socks by pressing Q. It has a cute little animation. There's no fabric or anything, but it does have a cute little animation of her being, like, over it, trying to work on it. And now we're just going to go give those over to our rival. Whoa, you actually did it. These socks are just what I wanted. Now I can finally fit in with the other girls. Thank you so much. So with our first rival, that's actually all that's needed to befriend her, just completing her task. But otherwise, we would have to still fill her social bar here. But as you can see, we don't really have to because it's already past there. But with some of the things you could do is, like, for negative remarks, you could do things like I hate solitude with her. For a positive thing, you could do things like I love socializing. For the compliment, I think it's always you are loving when it comes to it being a rival. So if we do you are loving, that's very nice of you, thanks. If you have leveled up literally anything of your studies, you can show off. The options are biology, chemistry, language, phys ed, and psychology. I have not leveled anything up. It's the first day. I haven't had the chance to, so I can't really do anything with that. If we had money, we could give her $5, which some characters will actually react differently to. Some will be like, oh, thanks, that's really generous. And others will be like, are you trying to buy my friendship? So it's kind of nice that they do that. Otherwise, we can just hit finished and then hit buy. See you around!
I'm having trouble with one of my assignments. It's for my least favorite school subject. I hate this stupid assignment so much, at this point, I just want someone else to do it for me. If you're willing to complete this assignment for me, please do it where nobody will see you. The table in the library would be the perfect spot.
This student is struggling with an annoying school assignment. Go to the library and complete the assignment for them.
Really? You'll help me? Oh, thank you.
So as I said, you're just going to go up to this table, open the library, which is on the second floor, and you'll do this. It has a little animation of her kind of writing in the book, and then when we're done, we'll just go take it back to her. A little warning is sometimes there's a bug where you have to come up and do it twice for it to work for one person. It did it to me here. It doesn't always do this, but it does happen kind of often.
Oh my god, you did it! Now this stupid assignment is finally behind me, once and for all. Thank you.
I skipped breakfast today, so I'm super hungry. I really want an extra meal. Like what that girl's holding? I know that there's a bunch of ingredients in the home ec room, and that anyone is welcome to prepare food in there, but I'm a horrible cook. I would just screw it up and waste the ingredients. I wish that an angel would descend from heaven and just give me a free meal. This student is hungry. Go to the home ec room on the first floor and prepare a meal for them. Whoa, really? You'll make me a meal? Hey, I would appreciate that a whole lot. Also, I do like that for some reason this student quite literally is just holding some kind of a food. I think that might be new because I don't think I've ever noticed her doing this before, and I do tend to play a lot of the 1980s mode. It's kind of fun to have a semi-complete mode of the game. Anyways, when you go to the home ec room to cook, it's going to be this little spot right here towards the back. You may notice that this is also the spot where you can go to Sabotage Mai's event where she gives Senpai a recipe. I don't think I myself have showed you guys that, but there are plenty of videos where you can look up where Amai is actually showing, where Amai gives him a recipe to try, and then he comes here to complete it. So we're gonna do this. It'll have this little animation, and once again, it doesn't actually show. anything like the food, but we can prepare the meal and can give it to her. Oh, wow. Is that meal for me? It looks delicious. Thank you. You've saved me from starvation.
I'm so cold. I know that this weather is perfect for everyone else, but for me, it's just too chilly. I've been like this ever since I was a little kid. I always need to be wearing a jacket or something, or else I'm just freezing. I wish I had learned how to sew, so I could go to the sewing room and knit myself a scarf or something.
I love how she's like, I wish I knew how to sew so I can knit myself a scarf. Just learn to knit. Or to crochet. I know how to crochet. This student is cold. Go to the sewing room on the first floor and sew a scarf for them.
What? You're going to get me a scarf? If you're being serious, I would really appreciate that.
So similar to our arrivals task, we have to come in here, and in this situation, we simply have to just obtain the cloth, which is just pressing E, and then we can come over here and sew it for them, and it'll show the little animation, once again with no fabric, but I do like that it shows the book being like, here's how you make it, and then we just run it back to her.
Oh my gosh, you really did it! You brought me a scarf! Wait, did you make this yourself? Just now? You're amazing! Thank you! I really owe you one.
Ugh, my head hurts like hell right now. I wish I had some headache pills. Yeah, I know I could just go to the infirmary and ask the nurse for help, but I don't like going to the infirmary because you're going to make fun of me for this. I know it. I'm afraid of the anatomical model in the infirmary, okay? It's gross and nasty and it creeps me out. I don't want to go anywhere near it. I still really need those headache pills, though. This student is suffering from a headache. Go to the infirmary on the first floor and ask the nurse for pills that will alleviate headache symptoms. You're willing to talk to the nurse and get some headache pills for me? I'd really like that. A quick note is I really like the design for the nurse in this version. I love her hair being up in the updo and just the shading on it in general. But you just gotta go up to her and press E, and there's a little animation of her like handing it to you, which does not always line up, as you can tell. Sometimes you can get it perfect. You actually went to the infirmary and got some headache pills? Thank you. You're a lifesaver. Alright, so the suitor will always have the same task as well, but I'll let you go ahead and...
So, please don't make fun of me for saying this, but I have this crush on a girl, and, well, I want to give her a romantic gift. I heard that she really loves roses, so I've been trying to find one for her. I think I remember hearing something about a rose bush somewhere on school grounds. I've looked almost everywhere, but I just can't find it. I'm starting to doubt that it even exists. How about you? Have you heard anything about a rose bush at school and where it might be at? If you can find it for me, could you please grab a rose off of it? I'd be really grateful.
This student wants a rose. Find the only rose bush in school and obtain a rose for them. The rose bush is somewhere nearby the school gym.
You're going to look for it? Thank you so much. I'll be grateful forever if you can find a rose for me.
So the rose bush in question is actually right here back by the gym. So if you run back here, the rose bush in question is this one right here. And this is the only spot where you can get the rose for this task. It's allegedly the only one on the school grounds. I feel like that might be the true, but I could help but feel like there's actually a rose bush in the garden club, which I'm going to go check just because I'm paranoid. Okay, yeah, there's not any roses over here. I think I may have thought that these were what I'm thinking of was where the roses were. Those are definitely not roses. I don't know why I thought there were. That's my bad.
No way! You actually found me a rose? That's great! With this, I feel like I can actually make a good impression on the girl I like. Thank you so much!
This student is thirsty. Go purchase a drink from them from a vending machine. Vending machines can be found on the second floor cafeteria or the outdoor cafeteria. Whoa, you would actually buy me a drink? Wow, that would be super generous of you. I can't actually complete this task today because I don't have the money, but I will tomorrow when I've like gone to work and done all that stuff. Hey, you know those collectible wooden toys that were super popular a few years ago? My little sister got super attached to hers, but she accidentally broke part of it. She's been really depressed about it. I offered to buy her a new one, but she doesn't want a replacement. She wants the old one to be fixed. I brought it to school because I thought that I might be able to repair it in the school workshop, but honestly, I have no idea how to fix it. This student wants to fix their young sibling's broken toy. Go to the workshop on the second floor and repair the broken toy, which I think this is a super cute task. You want to give it a try? Sure, go ahead. It's not like it can get any much worse than it already is. You're going to go up to the workshop, and similar to how we have the workbench here, the spot where you fix the toy is right here, which does have a cute little animation, and it does actually show the toy, which is a decently nice animation. Hey, you did it. You actually did it. It's fixed. My sister's going to be so happy when she sees this. Thanks a lot. My friend collects landscape paintings. I want to give her a painting as a present, but they're super expensive. I decided to try making a painting myself, but there's just one little problem. My painting sucks. It's not just embarrassing, it's outright shameful. There's no way I could ever let my friends see this thing. It would come across as an insult. I wish that someone could just take my painting to the art room and fix it for me. Sure, it wouldn't be my painting anymore, but at least I'd have a gift to give my friend, you know? This student wants their painting to be improved. Go to the art room on the third floor and improve their painting. Oh, you want to try fixing it? Sure, be my guest. I wish you good luck. You'll certainly need it. So to fix the painting, you're going to go up here to the art room, and it'll actually start out as a not-so-great painting, and then it'll slowly become a very nice painting. And it's as simple as that, but the best part is every time you do this task for, like, different characters, it's a different painting each time. But anyways, it's time to go see Senpai and his reaction to her cooking. So here he is. He's going to sit down and eat. He sits in the same spot as our Senpai in the main story mode, and he's going to eat and enjoy that food for at least a moment, before he realizes he's not enjoying it as much. And then he's going to run off to the nurse's office where he'll sit and, you know, kind of try to relax. Actually, no, that's the wrong thing. He's going to go and throw up. And we're going to keep doing tasks. Huh? No way. I don't believe it. You actually made my painting into something worthy of showing my friend. She's going to absolutely love this. Thank you so much. Oh man, get a load of this. My friend brought an inappropriate magazine to school and the student council confiscated it from him. What a dork, right? Anyway, my friend really wants his magazine back. He knows that he could just sneak into the student council room and take it when nobody's around, but he's afraid that somebody will see him. So he's going around asking people if they would be willing to go into the student council room and steal his magazine back. My friend sure is a dork, isn't he? This student wants a magazine that was confiscated by the student council. Go to the student council room on the second floor and retrieve the confiscated magazine. Really? You'll give it a try? Awesome! I think the magazine is inside of a desk. Good luck! So, the student council room is here on the second floor, and you're going to come over to this desk. You want to do so when there's not a student council member nearby, otherwise you will get flagged and you will get in trouble for theft. But you'll press and hold E, and it'll do this little animation that's meant to be her, like, looking through the desk to find it, and then we will get the little notification saying we got it. And then we just take it back up to them. Hey, that's my my friend's magazine! You got it back! Oh man, my friend is going to be so happy when he sees this. Thanks a bunch. My friends were trying to start a band, but they're having trouble spreading awareness about their performances. They designed a flyer and asked me to use the copying machine in school to print a bunch of copies. I agreed to help them out, but I don't actually know how to use the copying machine. This student wants copies of a flyer. Go to the computer lab on the third floor and make copies of their flyer. Oh, you're good with computers? Here, take the flyers. Please make as many copies as possible. So you're going to come in here into the computer lab, which is on the third floor. The photography club, for instance, is over there. And then you're going to come over to this machine, and then you'll just hit this button to copy all of the flyers, which has a little animation and some sound effects. You did it! You made copies of the flyers! This is exactly what I needed. Thank you so much. So, our buddy, the journalist here, actually reacts to us. He'll say, it's you.
I know you're hiding to intimidate me.
I didn't do well with that, sorry.
Don't waste your time. You don't scare me. You can fool the others, but you can't fool me.
What am I fooling? Look at me, I'm just so cute. Alright, after school, our rival's gonna sit here and wait for Senpai, or if he gets here first, he'll wait for her. And they're gonna do a little chat about the food today. His walk path is funny. But anyways. Hey, Senpai! Did you like the bento? Well, what's wrong? Hey, that bento, was that a prank or something? Huh? What do you mean? I mean, it made me throw up, like, immediately. What? I'm so sorry. I don't know how this happened. As long as you didn't do it on purpose, it's no big deal. Well, I'm going to go home now. Okay, bye. And then she will walk sadly, and he'll walk pretty normally, but, you know, that way you can see that she's kind of affected by this. And this does, in fact, impact their relationship, as we will be having to sabotage us 4 more events, and then he will be more likely to reject her at the end of the week. Confession accepted. Confession rejected. We're at 20%. You have sabotaged one of your rival's interactions with Senpai. You must sabotage 4 more of their interactions in order to foil your rival's love confession on Friday. There we go. So that's just Monday. I'm going to try and do Tuesdays and all the other ones in shorter videos, hopefully, where I can do more of them in one. I will be showing the other half of that one task, the one where I, you know, give the guy money. Well, not give him money. Where I buy him the soda. I might even just show you somebody else is doing that in a future one. But that I've shown you kind of most of their tasks. In the next video, I will be showing you day 2, which is the Tuesday, how we sabotage that event, guaranteed. And hopefully we'll be doing Wednesdays as well. Until then, I hope you guys have a great night, that you guys do stay safe. And of course, drink some water. You dehydrated, bitches.